Welcome to Mastermind, the behavioral health business podcast. We go beyond the clinical to explore what it really takes to build, grow, and lead a successful behavioral health organization. Each episode features candid, practical conversations with industry leaders, offering strategies to scale your business while staying true to your mission. From branding and marketing to leadership, culture, and compliance, we cover the tools you need to balance care and commerce with confidence. Mastermind is brought to you by Snapshot, a digital agency on a mission to serve with heart, execute with excellence, and build something bigger together. And now, welcome to Mastermind.
Welcome to the Mastermind Podcast, where we're rethinking behavioral health. I wanted to take a minute and introduce myself. I'm Mark Scrivner. I'm the CEO and founder of Snapshot. We're a digital marketing agency based in Nashville, Tennessee. We've been in business for 15 years. We've worked in many industries, from education to industrial to healthcare. And the one thing that we've learned over the years is that we've learned from certain industries analytics, we've learned from certain industries strategy and branding, we've learned from some industries about lead generation. And the great thing that I think we have learned is to bring it all together, and we're really excited to be able to bring our wealth of knowledge as an agency to this industry that I feel like has a lot of opportunities. The one thing that I've seen over the years as we've gotten more and more involved is that our team gets really excited because it's not just about marketing. It's about really helping people and saving lives. We're there. We meet the patients where they're at when they're in their biggest point of need, and we're able to get them the health that they need at the time that they need it. And so, that's what's really exciting about us launching this podcast and giving back to this industry is that we have a chance to really help people. But I don't want to make it all about me. I want to turn it over to my fabulous co-hosts. They're two of the most sought-after strategists and consultants in the industry. I want to start off with Lee Pepper and Jeff Skillen. But Lee, why don't you take a minute and just introduce yourself and why you got involved in this podcast?
Well, Mark, thank you so much for allowing me to join this endeavor. I'm so excited to be here with my co-host, Jeff Skillen. And, we were talking off camera as we were getting started. And, Jeff and I first met each other when we worked in the digital music industry here in Nashville many years ago. And I think that when I then transitioned from Pass Along to Foundations, that was a real opportunity where Foundations took a chance on bringing somebody in from the outside. And I think that that's one of the attributes that you all showcase is that you take the best of all the different industries and you can apply them into new spaces like behavioral health. And that's what I'm so excited to sit here and chat with Jeff and some of our upcoming guests about how we can take behavioral health marketing from transactional, which is what we end up fighting with a lot of our clients, to transformational.
Jeff, how about you?
I'm going to echo the fact that thank you for the opportunity. This is really great. And I mean, the overlap of the three of us here is really special. And I wouldn't be in this space if it weren't for Lee. And like he said, but it is really fascinating, the backstory. Maybe we can go into that a little deeper at some point. But, my career started in the entertainment industry. And so I've done just about every role or owned a company or in that industry. And then I started doing consulting, and then I was working with a digital company where Lee was working, and we met, and it was actually a strange trip that we were on. We ended up having to room together in a hotel room. We had no idea. We didn't know each other, but then a friendship and then a business relationship was born. So, I mean, you just literally never know where you're going to meet people and where that path is going to lead. And then getting to know you, Mark, and then everybody at Snapshot, I mean, there's just a lot of love in the room. So it's an honor to be here. And more than anything, I see this podcast as an opportunity for us to share. I see this as an opportunity for us to not only share what we can do, what we have done, but then open that door and open our minds and our guest minds to the listeners out there that want to know more, that want to do more, that want to experience more. And that's really what it's all about, is just making whatever you have bigger and better.
That's a great point, Jeff and Lee, both of you all. I think it comes down to storytelling, and we all have a story. We all have a journey, the same as every program across the U.S. has a story. And it's like, how do we all lean in and tell these stories to really help everyone become better? It's like, we all learn faster and better when we all learn together, and that's a way for us to give back on the Mastermind podcast. So thanks again to my fabulous co-host, Lee and Jeff. Really appreciate you all being a part of this show. I really am looking forward to all the amazing guests that we're going to be able to bring on this show to help tell the great stories about innovation in this industry and the great things that are happening and the impacts they're making on people. It's a really exciting time in this industry. Really appreciate the audience for tuning in and being a part of this show. We're going to be bringing some great episodes in the future. Our first episode will be kicking off on just really what we're seeing in the industry, and I'm really excited to get Jeff and Lee's take on this. Thanks for being a part of this journey with us on the Mastermind Podcast.
That wraps up this episode of Mastermind. Thank you so much for joining us. And remember, Mastermind is not just a podcast, it's a community. So don't forget to comment, subscribe, and review us. Your feedback helps us continue to bring you content that's relevant and relatable. Thanks again to our sponsor, Snapshot, a digital media marketing agency. And thank you for joining us on Mastermind, your behavioral health playbook.